Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So do you remember when I said, when I did my handbag collection video, that I had finally reached purse piece? Well, I'm very sorry to report that purse piece is ever fleeting. I have a theory that purse piece exists until you find something else that is stunning and gorgeous and beautiful. So yeah, I had it for about 3 months when I bought this here, which is my Gucci Dionysus. And I still love it. It still is my favorite bag of my collection, and that's not going to change anytime soon. But these are just a list of things that I have had my eye on and that I am looking into purchasing going into 2018. So if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name's Katherine and my channel is KWSHOPS. I do videos all about luxury and ways to save money on your splurges. That's super important to me, and I give a whole bunch of tips on ways to shop. I have a playlist of a whole bunch of tips on picking out items and ways to shop and save money that I really would love for you to check out, so it would be super helpful in case you are trying to score something without breaking the bank. Please subscribe if you are interested in seeing any of those things. I do videos typically once a week. Sometimes I try and throw in a bonus, but I have been failing on that recently, so just once a week for the time being. So this wish list is sort of like things that I have my eye on at the moment. I did include a few discontinued pieces that I would be buying pre-loved as well, just because I love the pre-loved handbag market, and I think you guys should too. So I'm going to be leaving I'm going to be discussing things that are no longer available in the boutiques. The pre-loved market is somewhere that I always check there first for whatever it is that I'm looking for, and 9 times out of 10, probably more than that even, I will shop pre-loved just to save that little bit of extra money. So the first item I have on my wish list are a pair of boots. I want to get a dupe for the Louis Vuitton Star Trail boots. This is what they look like here. Me personally, I don't like the monogram style in the boots, so I'm just going to look for something very similar in like a glazed black leather. I found a great pair from Jeffrey Campbell at Nordstrom's that I definitely am going to be purchasing. The only issue I have with it though is the Jeffrey Campbell version are like $165 or something like that, and they're gorgeous and they're beautiful, but I just don't really wear boots because of where I live in Miami. It's really warm here. It was cold for like the past week or so. Cold for me, which is like 50 and 60 degrees. But other than that, it's going back up to 80, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to necessarily justify getting these boots. I just really love the way they look with a pair of like leggings or black pants and a leather jacket, like exactly what I'm wearing today. And the heel is really chunky and has a bit of a platform, and they just look super comfortable and chic. So I definitely have my eye on getting those, and I'm more than likely I will. The ones that I'm talking about from Jeffrey Campbell they're called the Legion boots, and they lace up. They are pretty much just a lace up combat boot with a heel, and I think that they're gorgeous. But I also have to be very careful with wearing boots because of my shoe size, even though these will make me taller. So I don't know if this is something I'm actually going to go for, but I just really have had to talk myself out of buying them many times, so I'm probably going to end up doing it. So my next piece is a pair of sunglasses that I've wanted for a really long time. I got distracted along the way when, as many of you saw, I bought the Chloe Mila sunglasses pictured here that ended up breaking. And Chloe has no one has made any effort to want to help me fix them, so I sort of have like a hole in my heart right now that only a pair of designer sunglasses is going to fill. What I want, so next on my wish list, which 90% I'm going to be purchasing, are the Gucci Hexagon sunglasses in brown or tortoise. They are just really big, like really oversized in the shape of a hexagon, and I just think that they are incredible and so incredibly beautiful. They retail at $400, and I have made mention before that I don't like to spend a ton of money on sunglasses because they do things like break and get lost and get stolen, and the quality isn't always there. But I just really love the look of these, and I think that they are they're a classic, and they will be able to be worn for a number of years. I just absolutely love them. I've tried them on in the store a number of times, and for some reason I only find them in black or in glitter, and I'm definitely not going to be getting glitter oversized sunglasses, but I'm looking for the brown pair, and I think I will pull the trigger on them in the next few weeks, because it's been long enough for me to say that this is a good investment, even though sunglasses are never a good investment. Okay, and next, something I'm super excited about. Okay, I finally found a perfume that doesn't give me headaches. As many of you may know, I am super sensitive to perfumes. I've never been able to wear them my whole life. Whenever someone's perfume around me is too strong, I get headaches off of other people's perfume, so finding a perfume for myself, I just gave up many years ago, and out of nowhere I just decided to, I had a sample of Gucci Guilty. I think that it came in like a magazine or something, and I decided to just try it on, and not only do I really like the smell, but it's a smell that isn't so like strong and it doesn't bother me. So, and I really actually like it. So I think that is my first, you know, luxury perfume purchase that I'm going to be buying. And I think it is $99, and I'm probably gonna just get it as like a pick-me-up. Yeah, you guys probably don't know or understand how excited I am that I found a perfume. Like, I spilled a sample of a perfume that came in the mail in my closet here not too long ago, and it took me like hours to scrub the smell away because I was getting headaches from it. So I'm super excited that I found Gucci Guilty, and I will be purchasing that very soon. Next on my list is a piece from Fendi, and that is the Strap U detachable straps that they make. Fendi, I believe, was a designer that started the whole trend of different colors and different designs of straps. And recently they brought out the shorter one, so you can carry some of your bag's top handle. I believe it's as similar as the Fendi Can I bag strap. It's a much shorter one, so you can, and I hooked one of them onto my Gucci Dionysus bag, and it looks so cute on. I just think it's a really cool and different idea, and I think that this one in particular is just really fun without being too crazy and out there. It's white leather with silver and gold studs on it, and sort of like a scalloped type of cutaway on the leather. I just think it's really cool and just really different, and could jazz up some of my bags. The only issue I have with it is that I only really have 2 bags I think that it would work on. So this one is sort of like on the bottom rung of the list, but I just think it's really cool. Yeah. Next is a bag, and this bag is one that, as I mentioned, has been discontinued and was discontinued and has been for a number of years, but I see it pop up on the pre-loved market a lot, and that is the Vuitton Estrela. This is a big giant tote with double handles and then a detachable, like, longer shoulder crossbody strap. I think this bag is so incredibly practical and useful. It is just a monogram tote, and very similar in style to the Neverfull, except this one has a zipper, and that's really important to me. I do have one tote in the style of the Neverfull, but I don't necessarily think the Neverfull is for me. So I do think, though, that the Estrela is just a super practical bag, and I do see pretty good deals on them on the pre-loved market, so I will link a few down below. I see them on Fashion File all the time. And one thing I want to mention, now on the pre-loved market, I've found a number of ways to get my cash back, because you guys know how much I love shopping on Ebates. Vestiaire is now on Ebates, and Poshmark now is on Ibotta, as well as eBay. Those are definitely a couple of, money saving tips when shopping on the pre-loved market, so be sure and check those out. But I'm digressing. Yeah, the Estrela bag, I just really want a larger tote with a zipper. That's one thing that I don't have. The next bag on my list is something that I'm a little unsure of, and that is the Chloe Faye backpack. Now, I have only owned a backpack once in my adult life. Obviously, I had backpacks when I was a kid, but as far as having a backpack as an adult and using it as a purse, I have been very skeptical of backpacks for me personally. I feel like they're very, like, youthful, and which isn't a bad thing. It's just like a personal style thing. But when I did see the Chloe Faye backpack, I think it is very much more grown up looking compared to other backpacks that are out on the market now. The lines on it are beautiful, and I've never really been a huge Chloe Faye fan until I saw the backpack. Backpacks, the fact that they go on your back, and like with the whole like security reasons and just the hassle of getting it on and off is something that I'm a little skeptical of, but I just can't get this bag out of my mind. It retails at $18.50. I would think I would probably try to find it at Intermix, where eBay says in-store cashback, and that way I could get a little bit of money back when shopping for it, just to sort of cushion the blow. But in general, I know that Chloe bags don't tend to hold all of their value the same way that a lot of other designers will, and they can get very like really trendy. But I just think the Chloe Faye backpack is so stunning and so beautiful, and I think I may give it a shot in 2018. Another thing is that I somehow don't have a plain black bag in my collection, and that's a problem. So I need a black bag. One of these bags on my list, the next bag that I buy, has to be black. It's because I don't have one. Like, who doesn't have a black bag? Okay, so the next two are wallet on chains. As you may know, I had the Gucci Dionysus chain wallet for a while, and I replaced it with my Chanel right here. But the next two I have are the Diorama black pebbled leather wallet on chain, and the other one is the Gucci Tian wallet on chain. The Gucci Tian wallet on chain is a different and more simple, in my opinion, style than the Dionysus that I did have. I will leave a I'll leave a link to the video where I compared the Dionysus with this one, and just all the compartments really like closed up the space that you have on the inside of the bag. And in the Tian style, it's just very simple, a flap with a zipper and a main compartment. I think that I've always been really drawn to the Gucci Tian print, and even though I don't like red, I really like this bag, and I think it now is, I want to say it's still under $1,000, but I could be wrong. I think it's just super simple and super elegant, and isn't as much of a commitment to have that print, because I love the print. I just think it would be less of a commitment to the print to just buy the wallet on chain as opposed to buying a full bag, because I also looked at getting the tote. I just want to get something from the Tian collection. Oh, and then the Diorama wallet on chain, I went and tried on in the store, and it is absolutely beautiful. This is the only wallet on chain I feel like could actually be used as a wallet if you wanted to. I don't think I personally would do it, because I'm really happy with the my little Rabat clay wallet that I have. It's super small and compact, but I do feel like the Diorama wallet on chain could be used as an everyday wallet as well, just because of the design. I like that it's longer and that it has the right amount of card slots. And the strap is removable. There's just so many, and it's just really classic. And then once again, I would get it either in black or in, I've seen it in like a couple of metallic colors. I'm not sure about that, but the black one was absolutely stunning. So as I mentioned, I don't have a black bag. Who doesn't have a black bag? Who doesn't have a black bag? I don't have a black bag, so I need one. And the best part is that that one currently retails at $1,200. So that's really exciting, and it definitely is very high up on the list, because I think that's something realistic and attainable that I probably will be able to accomplish, not in less time than some of the other items on my list. Okay, so now my next bag is a Chanel bag. I know. So I have been lusting after the Chanel Deauville for so long now. I think it's just such a beautiful bag with such classic lines, and it's just another really great tote bag. I think it's just so incredible looking, but I do have a few hesitations when looking at this bag as something that I'm really going to purchase. Number one, the price point. This bag I think is like $3,000 or like $3,200, and it's very hard to come by. But it has been, I've gone in and asked to see the Chanel Deauville for like many times, and it's never been in stock. So it's hard to get, and the price point for the Deauville at $3,000 for a fabric bag with barely any leather on it, I kind of take an issue with that. As well, most of the ones that I like are a lighter color, and I'm very afraid of it staining. I think it's sort of a disaster waiting to happen. So if they were to make one that wasn't as light in color, and then maybe I would be more able to consider it. But I don't know, but for now I'm just looking on it longingly because I think it's just stunning and practical, and everyone who has it seems to really, really love it. I would think to get another purse organizer for it, because it doesn't hold its structure. I think that's something really, that's probably one of the first things that I would do if I were to purchase it. I love the Chanel Deauville. The fact that you have the top handle and the straps and everything. So I really love the Chanel Deauville, but I just don't know if that's something that's actually realistic for me at the time, for the time being. And I have one actual current collection Louis Vuitton bag on this list as well. I haven't really looked at and considered Louis Vuitton very seriously over the past year or two. I just haven't really liked what they've been putting out. It's not very me. I sort of like the idea of a speedy bandolier with black leather, or like with black handles, but that's not really something I'm really even pursuing. But I have seen recently it's called the Louis Vuitton South Bank. It's a damier ebene crossbody bag, and it's very reminiscent of, you know, the styles of years past. Not meaning vintage or anything like that, but just sort of the classic Louis Vuitton style that drew me to Louis Vuitton in the first place. Is just a really small crossbody damier ebene. I mean, it's like medium size, and I do think I have room in my collection now for a larger size crossbody bag. Currently, the biggest crossbody I have is this one here, and it's not big enough to hold my iPad. As well, I love the damier ebene print. I think it is just absolutely stunning. So yeah, I combed through the entire Louis Vuitton website, and I have to say that the only bag in the current collection that I would even consider purchasing is that one. And yeah, I just think it's really beautiful. And the last one, I think 2018 may be the year that I add a classic Chanel flap to my collection. I don't know. So what I would get is the Chanel black Caviar silver hardware single flap maxi bag. That's what I have my eye on. That's something I'm really looking at, you know, pursuing in 2018. And I think that it will be a very great addition to my collection. I was worried about the structure of the bag being a bit too similar to my Dionysus, which is one of the reasons why I was hesitant to buy the Dionysus, because I knew I wanted a Chanel eventually. But I think they're very different bags. I may consider gold hardware instead, but I do know that for sure I want to get a single flap maxi. The jumbo, I was looking at between the jumbo and the maxi, and honestly the strap on the jumbo I just think is too long, and the bag just seems too small to have that long of a strap. It's just me being super picky. Obviously I would get it pre-loved. They just had a price increase for the classic Chanel bags, and there's no way I would even consider getting one for $6,400. But I have seen them on the pre-love market go for like $35 and under, and while even that seems like the most money in the world for me, I don't know that it'll actually happen, but it is something I am, you know, gonna start putting funds towards just in case I do decide to do it. Yeah, because you know what, I think that we are gonna see another price increase eventually, and I think that it is going to be an overall good investment. So that is everything that I'm looking into purchasing in 2018. I for sure think that the Gucci perfume and the sunglasses are probably numbers 1 and 2 on the list, but we never know what's going to happen. We shall see. I'm really interested to know what you guys are looking into purchasing this year, because I always love having options and seeing what other people are purchasing as well. So let me know in the comments down below what's on your wish list and what you're looking into. I think this year I am sort of stepping out of my comfort zone and looking at a backpack. I think the Chloe Faye is probably the right one for me, even though I'm skeptical of myself in a backpack. I think it's beautiful. Finally getting a black bag. Who doesn't have a black bag? That's so stupid. I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here, but I hope you guys enjoyed my wish list. Like I said, comment down below with what's on yours. I'd love to know what you guys are looking at. So please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!